Hi and welcome to cheekyricho's Cordon Bleu. We're going to be cooking our Cordon Bleu chicken in the Flavorchef. Essentially, it is a chicken breast that has been completely flattened out, spread with Swiss cheese. I'm actually using Gouda cheese, but you could use Swiss cheese, is more traditional. Some double smoked ham, then rolled in flour, egg wash and breadcrumbs. And we're using Panko Breadcrumbs, and that's just the Gouda cheese that we're using. It's an Aussie Gouda. Our flour is going to be flavored with a bit of veggie salt and pepper. So let's get started. Sprinkle a bit of pepper into our flour and some veggie salt. It's raining here at the moment. Look what's happened to our veggie salt. It's just turned to wet veggie salt. Okay, so I can go in there, give it a little mix around, give this a little wazzy up too. That's going to provide the glue for our breadcrumbs. Now, put all that to one side. Oh, we're going to have it with a bit of steamed asparagus as well. We're just going to take one of our fillets and flatten this right out. Now, I'm going to use a knife before I start hammering it, and I'm going to hammer it with some plastic wrap over it so it doesn't flick chicken bits all over my kitchen. So just the sharp knife, just cut in. Not all the way through, and butterfly that open. See, it's made it quite wide now. Glad wrap or saran wrap or plastic wrap over the top, and then just smack it flat. Starting from the inner side to the outer side. I've left the tenderloin on there, because what are you going to do with one little tenderloin, really? Doesn't even give it a chili. You should think that was pretty good. Twofold effect here. We're actually tenderizing the fillet at the same time. It is a breast fillet, so it's going to be really quite dry, and that's why we're cooking it in the Flavorchef, because we can close the lid and it'll sort of steam and fry at the same time without sticking. Amazing. Okay, that's what we need. So we just put that to one side and we do the other one. Okay, second one's done now. We're going to lay our ham onto that fillet, and that will flavour that meat beautifully. Got one, and we're just going to divvy this cheese up between our two fillets and then roll it up. I've tried to cut this quite thin and it wanted to stick to the knife, so it's going to roll a lot better if it's in a thinner piece. Okay, now we just want to roll this up. Not into a tight roll because it'll be too thick to cook. So we just want to roll it up like so, and that's what you should have. You can secure it with two toothpicks. Hold it in one position. Where this flap ends here, we're just going to pop a toothpick in there. Another one here. They're going to be removed when it's cooked. Just another one over here. That's that one done. Put that to one side and do the other one. Okay, just roll him up. Normally I remove the fat off the chicken. There's a little bit of fat here that will keep that meat nice and moist. It's a skinless, boneless fillet. So we just want to enclose that cheese if we can. It doesn't run out into our oil. Be careful when you're doing this that you don't become part of the dish. Okay, now, wet hand, dry hand. What we're going to do is get our gorgeous little cordon bleus here. Heat our oil in our pan to medium high, actually. Okay, now I'm going to have big knobbly fingers anyway, so I'm going to just get our cordon bleu, take it and roll it in our seasoned flour, patting it down well. All those nooks and crannies have to get together with that flour, and just press it in really, really well, and then just pop it into our egg. Do the same with the other one. Just press that flour in very, very well. Now this is where it gets ugly. We're just going to roll this over until it is completely coated in this egg wash. Nice big flat bowls make this a lot easier. And then it's into our Panko breadcrumbs. Do the same with the other one. Roll them right over. Now, normally I would put these into the fridge to have those breadcrumbs set, but you don't really need to do it because it's going to sort of be half steamed and half fried. I've been known to double dip these as well, but I'm not going to do it today. And that is what you should have. Straight into the hot oil and continue with the other one. And we're going to close the lid on this. I'm not going to turn the top on at this stage. This is going to need at least 20-25 minutes to cook. Turn that down a bit to medium low. We don't want these crumbs to burn before this chicken is cooked, but we do want a nice crisp brown crust. So in with that one as well. Close the lid. Let it do its thing. Okay, just while our chicken's cooking, we've got a bit of our egg wash and flour and whatnot left over. I've just got a zucchini here. I'm just going to roll that in some flour. I've probably showed you this in the past. I really can't remember. And we're just going to make some little zucchini fritters. Plenty of flour there. Actually, I'm going to double dip those. Get a nice coating on that. Taking the flour. Chicken's starting to have a little sizzle along there. It's smelling lovely already. Okay, the zucchinis are done. Just leave them sitting in those leftover breadcrumbs. Time to turn over, how long are we going? About 10 minutes. Turn over our chicken pieces now, just very, very carefully. Nice golden crumb there. Same with the other one. There we go. Check that out. Not too shabby, eh? And it's cooking through because it's got the benefit of the steam. The crumbs are still crispy, and we're just going to leave the lid off the last few minutes and just make sure that it's nice and crunchy. Put the lid back on. Good. What have we got? 15 minutes to go. Okay, it's time to remove our chicken cordon bleu now. We've got our beautiful little crisp zucchinis that are nice and tender inside. We've just got some oven roasted potatoes there. The juices that have come out of these meat and zucchinis have flavoured this asparagus and it's beautifully cooked. And we're just going to remove one of our cordon bleus, but nothing's stuck. It's cooked all the way through. Just remove these toothpicks upon serving. Cut this in half and show you what it looks like inside. So moist and tender, lovely and crisp. Listen to that. See that? And that's what you should have. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. A couple of our asparagus now. And tell me that isn't a feast. We've got some cranberry jelly there. And there you have it. Cheekyricho's cordon bleu with zucchini fritters, oven baked potato and cranberry jelly. Hope you enjoyed this little cooking demonstration. If you would like to see more interesting recipes and ideas, just check out our Cheeky Richo channel and don't forget to please subscribe and do come back and visit us again soon. We've got so much more to show you and we're uploading lots of videos every week, and thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. Okay, let's have a little taste, shall we? Look at that. This is so moist. See the juices in that meat? Perfect. Boiling hot. Thanks for watching.